What's up people, I'm Halls and this is Defeat the Enemy, and I played a couple hours of Aqua Kitty Milk Mine Defender. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of indie side-scrolling shoot-em-ups with pixel graphics and chiptunes, but I had flashbacks to the old arcade game Defender and decided to see if there were any clones of it going around, and this one kind of grabbed my attention, so I thought I'd check it out. It's a really enjoyable game actually, like the original Defender. You have miners on the surface and enemies in the air, although in this version it's water, not air, but let's not get pedantic. Anyway, the enemies are flying around trying to kill you and kidnap your miners, which you have a limited amount of on each map. There's a mini-map at the top of the screen showing you where all your dudes are, as well as where the enemies are. Also, the map loops around, so if you fly off the left side of the mini-map, you come back in on the right side. It's also fucking hard. I got stuck on level 10 for literally an hour, trying over and over again to pass it. I guess it's trying to replicate the arcade difficulty of the original, and yeah, I found it pretty challenging, if I'm honest. It gets so hectic. Like, you need to keep your eyes in 3 places at once, because you need to look at your ship to avoid damage, you need to look at the enemies to shoot them, and you need to look at the mini-map to make sure your miners aren't being grabbed by grabbers. I don't know what they're called, I just call them grabbers. It's like information overload. If you lose concentration in one area, you're basically going to die or get game over. Like, if you're looking at the minimap, you get hit by bullets. If you're dodging the bullets, your miners get kidnapped. If you're worried about where your miners are, you don't kill the enemies quickly enough and you get overwhelmed. It's like multitasking to the extreme. Like, I feel like I need a fucking chip in my brain to get past level 11, because it's just not natural to be able to process information the way this game requires you to. Not that that's a complaint. I mean, I like hard games. I like having to learn in order to complete a challenge, but the spike in difficulty from level 9 to 10 took me really by surprise. Everything in the game looks so cute and friendly. I just was not expecting it to turn brutal the way it did. Speaking of looks, it's really nice. I mean, yeah, it's 2D pixel, blah blah blah, but the style is really cool and the animations are really good and everything, and most importantly, it's very clear where the enemies are. Nothing blends into the background, everything stands out and is nice and easy to see, even in your peripheral vision, which you fucking need when you have a game as hectic as this one. The sound is good too, nice sounding arcade bleeps and bloops and shit like that. They use good audio cues about things happening off screen. The first time you realise your miners are in danger is when you hear them being kidnapped, because you can't keep track of everything visually, it's impossible. The music is also pretty good. I'm not really a fan of chiptunes and retro shit, you know. I mean, I like electronic music, but not like SNES music, but I do like what's offered up here. It goes well with the game. In context, it's like pretty cool. So yeah, overall, fun little game to play, but it does get brutally hard pretty quickly. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess I'll have to play some more before I make up my mind. But for now, I'm off. See you next time.